This is really important for the future of the world. We have record high CO2 levels. We recently passed over 403 parts per million of CO2 in the atmosphere. You can see the chart, and it looks like a vertical line, and it's still climbing. And the last time there was this level of carbon concentration was 11 million years ago. Okay, that was approximately when primates started walking upright. The world was very different. We do not want to return to that situation. And what that CO2 increase results in is a steadily increasing temperature. So we've already increased by 2 degrees. In fact, that doesn't tell the whole story because the extremes of temperature increased by as much as 20 degrees. And that line is going to keep going for some time into the future. It's really important. It makes a difference if we accelerate the transition to sustainable transport. And beyond global warming, there's just the fact that combustion cars emit toxic gases. And according to an MIT study, there are 53,000 deaths per year in the US alone from auto emissions. So it stands to reason that if a vehicle is spewing toxic gas, that's obviously bad for your health. And so to address this, what we came up with at Tesla was what we call the secret master plan.
Musk's secret master plan is no longer secret. Tesla's commitment to help the world's economy transition towards a more sustainable footprint by revolutionizing automobile transport has developed from a business idea in 2003, when the company was founded, to a technology and car company worth over $939 billion as of September 12, 2022. However, it took investors a while to realize the key economic position which Elon Musk built for Tesla. It took almost a decade from the moment the company listed on the Nasdaq for its share price to pick up. Anyone who invested $1,000 when Tesla IPO'd, launched on the stock exchange, and held the investment for 10 years, he or she would have made $60,000 in the summer of 2020, $200,000 in the next 8 months, $400,000 in November 2021, and, as of September 12, 2022, over $300,000. But what has driven this immense growth? The answer may surprise you, as it is not profits, nor business opportunities, nor politics or anything that we may imagine. Rather, it is a vision, a future to get excited about, a force that drives Elon Musk himself and which he projects in all of his business ventures, not just Tesla.
I really want to make sure that there is a good future for humanity, and that we're on a path to understanding the nature of the universe, the meaning of life, why are we here, how do we get here. And in order to understand the nature of the universe and all these fundamental questions, we must expand the scope and scale of consciousness. Certainly it must not diminish or go out, or we certainly won't understand this. So I would say I'm motivated by curiosity more than anything, and just a desire to think about the future and not be sad, you know. And
are you not sad?
I'm sometimes sad, but mostly I'm feeling, I guess, relatively optimistic about the future these days.
This is not just some philosophical mumbo-jumbo. It is indeed what powers Tesla, SpaceX, and Solar City, and what has helped Musk brand his Tesla cars in such a way that they are equivalent to a product bought to save the planet, or at least to inspire to a better future. Tesla delivered 2,600 cars in 2012. In 2021, the number reached close to 1 million, and so far in 2022, Tesla already delivered close to 400,000 cars. This speaks to the company's success and how closely affiliated the brand has become with a brighter future. Even Warren Buffett has acknowledged the great moat around Tesla.
You know, he's trying something to improve a product, and I salute him for that. And the American public will decide whether it's a success, and it's not easy, you know. So it's probably easier to develop a new car than to compete with Snickers. But some products have terrific moats, you know. Probably Elmer's glue does, you know, WD-40. I mean, there's just certain things that you are not much inclined to be dissatisfied with.
Musk has highlighted this multiple times.
Like, there are 3 elements to a sustainable energy future. One is obviously sustainable energy generation, which is primarily wind and solar. There's also hydro, geothermal. I'm actually pro-nuclear. I think nuclear is fine. But it's going to be primarily solar and wind as the primary generators of energy. The second part is you need batteries to store the solar and wind energy, because the sun doesn't shine all the time, the wind doesn't blow all the time. So you need a lot of stationary battery packs. And then you need electric transport. So electric cars, electric planes, boats. And then ultimately, it's not really possible to make electric rockets, but you can make the propellant used in rockets using sustainable energy.
Right.
So ultimately, we can have a fully sustainable energy economy, and it's those three things: solar, wind, stationary battery pack, electric vehicles. So then, what are the limiting factors on progress? The limiting factor really will be battery cell production. So that's gonna really be the fundamental rate driver, and then whatever the slowest element of the whole lithium-ion battery cells supply chain, from mining and the many steps of refining to ultimately creating a battery cell and putting it into a pack, that will be the limiting factor on progress towards sustainability.
Tesla is part of this whole ecosystem, if you like, of enterprises that Musk himself created to address these challenges towards a more sustainable future. Or in other words, to avoid doomsday. However, it is one thing to be a good business and a different one to be a good investment. Some commentators have questioned whether or not the Tesla share price is too high for its fundamental value. Investment bank Citi has in recent months warned investors that the stock price can plunge by 50% this year. One of its investment analysts stated that Citi thinks the current valuation remains challenging, considering that the handful of other companies that previously achieved Tesla's current market cap did so, generating $100 billion of gross profit on average, versus Tesla's second half 2022 estimated annualized of $30 billion and $20 billion in the first half. Citi is not the only Wall Street behemoth to warn against Tesla's valuations. JP Morgan also joined the ranks of those sounding the alarm of overvaluation. These large banks are missing the main point, however. Tesla is not a stock people buy for making money necessarily. Sure, that is one of the key reasons, but not the only one. Investors, especially younger ones, buy Tesla to be part of its mission, to save the planet.
The sensitivity of the climate is extremely high. We've amplified this sensitivity by building our cities right on the coastline, and most people live very close to the ocean. There are some countries, of course, that are very low lying and would be completely underwater in a climate crisis. So we've essentially designed civilization to be super sensitive to climate change. The important thing to appreciate is that we are going to exit the fossil fuels era. So it is inevitable that we will exit the fossil fuels era, because at a certain point we will simply run out of carbon to mine and burn. So the question is really, when do we exit the era, not if. The goal is to exit the era as quickly as possible.
What do you think of Tesla? Is the company part of a bigger mission to save the planet, or just another venture to make money and brand itself as doing something good? Let us know in the comments below. If you want to watch more content like this, hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you for watching.